Good afternoon, students. This is Dr. Morgan Phenix coming to you from Stanley, Virginia. It's a blustery, cold, chilly, gray Sunday afternoon. But on the bright side, we are going into the Christmas season. The course is winding down. This is for week 8. And just a very few things. You I'm sure, are up to speed on all of these, but I'm going to just review them very, very briefly. For your final project that is due on Friday of this week, you must have dealt with all 8 headings. Okay? You do not have to deal with all of the subheadings at all or equally, and likewise with these 8 headings. You may emphasize one more than another. For example, program description is the key one for all of you, but the rest of them count in one form or another. For example, if you're doing a charter school program or a program within a school, some of the budget and governance issues are taken care of with the larger structure already in place. If you're building a school from scratch, you're going to need to do all of them. Okay, and actually deal with them equally. And don't discount the accountability heading. That has to do with assessment of the program. Make sure you have somewhere in there how you are going to assess the success of the program. And sometimes longevity and longitudinal studies. You know, what happens to the students that go through this program down the road? How are you going to keep tabs on that? Okay, a reminder that if you are doing a PowerPoint, and I love PowerPoints, but make sure you do not just load the screen with text. You're not just placing an essay on PowerPoint slides. Minimal text on the screen. It should be graphic mostly, okay, and inviting and encouraging to your audience. And then you put your detail in the speaker's notes. And if you think that your audience has to have the details for their records, then print them up, either a link or print them up a copy of your speaker's notes to distribute. Okay, you are the expert in the room. You want to be that when you're doing a PowerPoint presentation. The final project must be uploaded in live text to gain any credit for it. That is a university policy with regard to capstone projects in courses. This Part 2 Diverse School Proposal is your capstone here, and it must be in live text. It must be in your professional portfolio. I would also like to ask you to upload it in Blackboard as well, because that's where it's linked to your total grade points. So please upload it both places and by Friday. Remember, there's no extension of course into Sunday. Also, I'd also like to ask you to include some course evaluation here, particularly the things that you like in the course. It's important for me to know what things to enhance. If there are things that are getting outdated or that are maybe a little bit less important, put it in there, and perhaps we could make some recommendations for changing the course. Okay, a couple of particular special items that are really not. Do not need to be in the evaluation. Your week 8 option, for those of you who are taking that, if you're going to provide a revision of an earlier journal article critique, reminder that you must have at the top of that revision, and there must be some revision in it as well. You got to make some changes in it. Check my notes and see what I'm encouraging you to think a little bit more about. But you don't have to do a whole fresh journal article critique for week 8 to cut down on the stress of the final week. But make sure you include at the top of the page the week number that you are revising and submitting here. That'd be week 3, and make sure you put down the points that you receive for the journal article critique in that week. And if there are 1 or 2 of you that receive some disastrously low scores for not getting for example, not getting the formatting down properly. Maybe you got 35 or 40 points for a journal article critique. It's a perfect opportunity to upgrade them and submit it and get full points for it. Alrighty. And likewise, in week 8, I'm inviting you, if you would like to do this in the discussion board. You may also. It's a really good idea, and I think it should be part of this course, though we haven't included it formally yet, where you share your final projects with classmates. That's a great use of the week 8. I think that you can deal with the forum topic that is presented for you in very, very brief form, if you would like them to go into your project, just so that other people know what it is you've done for this course. And I hope it's been worthwhile, but that's not required at all. Okay, the final week's discussion board is a very, very important topic about what is most important when it comes to diversity and leadership and success and effectiveness in schools. Well, I hope you've enjoyed the course. Okay, I think it's a great course. It's a unique course. It should serve your purposes and the Lord's call upon your life, and I hope it has done that. So I'm wishing you well in your future. If you have any specific questions, please be in touch with me, and we'll leave it at that, and perhaps we'll meet again sometime down the road. I wish you all good fortune and Godspeed in whatever it is you are about, And I hope that the Lord is speaking clearly in your heart, and that you understand that He is walking next to you. He is walking with you, and He is attempting to, at every point, trying to clarify the purpose of the gospel, okay, and how it functions in the world. And in the world of diversity, there are tremendous demands placed upon any of us that can try to parse out what's going on, okay, and how we can be more effective and more in line with the Lord, what the Lord expects of us. Thank you all very much. We'll see you next time, Lord willing. Bye bye.